G'day everyone, and welcome to Australia. My name's Ian Gorton, and I lead a Dialogue of Civilizations program based on software engineering, which takes place in Sydney, Australia each year. Sydney is about 40 miles from where I'm stood right now, in that direction. So let's head down there and I'll tell you all about the program. So let's start with the basics. Dialogues are 1 month long programs, during which you study 2 4-credit point courses. Each course takes 2 and a bit weeks. The theme for the 2025 programs is Software Engineering and Innovation in Australia. To this end, the first course will be CS 4530, which is Fundamentals of Software Engineering if you're an undergraduate, or CS 5500 if you're a graduate student, the Foundations of Software Engineering. Both cover modern content on the fundamentals of software engineering. You'll learn about requirements gathering, system design, software architecture, databases, microservices, and much, much more. During the course, you'll work in teams to build a system based on evolving and ambiguous requirements, and work on a group project to propose a solution to a complex business problem. There's also a great debate. This will put your argumentation skills to the test in competition with your classmates.
I'm looking at failure!
The second course, the second half of the dialogue, will be CS 4973, which is Topics in Computer Science if you're an undergraduate, or CS 6510, Advanced Software Development if you're a graduate student. Basically, they'll run the same way. We'll create teams of 6 to 8 and work on solving some problems within an Australian context. In previous years, we've worked on real estate, climate change, and foreign exchange trading. We'll build these projects following agile project management principles. This is full-on experiential learning and should produce some great achievements for your resumes. And for the whole month, you'll be living and studying in the great city of Sydney. We'll stay in shared apartments in downtown Sydney, which are a 10-minute walk from our classroom. Classes will roughly be from 9 AM to 2 PM each day, with some homework that you'll need to tackle outside of class time. This, of course, leaves plenty of time for exploring Sydney and its environs, and the program includes multiple activities that will immerse you in Australian culture and living. Here's some examples from last year. We'll tour the iconic Sydney Opera House, learn how it was built and see inside the theatres of this world-famous temple to the arts. We'll catch a ferry to the beautiful Taronga Zoo, meet native Australian animals and birds, kangaroos, koalas, and indulge in some of the best views of giraffes you will ever see. We'll also go hiking in the World Heritage Blue Mountains, which are quite near Sydney, just a short train ride. And there's coastal hikes with amazing cliffs, rocks, waves and beaches. And whales, yes, whales. And to get a close-up of these incredible humpbacks, we'll head out into the Pacific Ocean on a private charter boat. Winter is humpback migration season and Sydney is on the Humpback Highway. Whale watching is epic fun. There's also amazing sea life under the ocean. So we'll don wetsuits and snorkels and head to Manly Beach for a guided tour of the seafloor. Expect to see beautiful fish, octopus, cuttlefish, rays, and probably a shark or two. Yes, sharks. They're harmless. You'll also be introduced to Australian culture and history, learn about the lives of Indigenous people of Australia, and how white settlement forced devastating changes on their lifestyle. You'll also learn about the early days of settlement in Sydney, how and where convicts lived, and how the Australian bush was settled. What else might be in your programme? Well, there'll be a lot of eating. Sydney has amazing food. And we'll have 3 or 4 group dinners as well as many informal gatherings to explore Sydney's world-class culinary scene. We might go to a show at the Opera House. We'll go to a uniquely Aussie sporting event. Last year was rugby league, it was a great game. We might go barefoot bowling, a true Aussie sporting and cultural experience. And there'll be swimming at Bondi Beach, compulsory, well, at least getting your feet wet will. So that's the Sydney Dialogue in a nutshell. It's a work hard and play hard program, a month you'll never forget.